Hello, welcome back again to Simon's NX tutorial. In this session, I would like to give a tutorial about how to create a progressive die. So the first thing we should do is to create the sequence like this from the original part. So this is going to be a copy as final product, and then I go back reverse to blank sheet metal. So what I need to do now is to create from the final into blank sheet metal. I'm using this part. Okay, let's go start. Now in here I open the part. I go to progressive die wizard. I click define intermediate stage. So this is always the beginning of the process in the whole sequence to create progressive die. Maybe I can choose this 10. I use from part to blank. Number of intermediate stage. Start station is 1. The pitch 160 millimeters. So the pitch from one part to another. The pitch from one part to another. And the orientation of pitch is in Y direction. So it means that it will be add on the Y direction. And I'm using insert after. And I click apply. The NX automatically create the copy of this part in Y direction. Okay, so in here NX automatically create an assembly of 9 part. So it's still the shape is the same like the original one here. Now, so what I need to do now is to create from final to blank. So it means that I have to also think about the process inside the NX progressive die, how the actual product will be produced. So in here, to make not confused, maybe I can uncheck this one, let it place. So the final is here, final 1, final 2, final 3 until final 9. You can see there are 9 plus 1. It means we have 10. This is what we click in here. I mean what we input in here. We have 10. Okay. Now, after this, I will go to this one, direct unfolding. Direct unfolding, I go to convert to sheet metal. So this is the original part. It's gonna be convert to sheet metal. Automatically NX will activate the original part and select base face. I will use this as a base face. Using the material SPCC, metal factor 0.23, and then I click OK. In here, NX automatically create. Automatically recognize all the bending in here. You can see all the bending. So it means you can do unbend operation or pre-bend operation for all this recognized bend. Click OK. Okay, and then after that I go to using a bend operation. I click final 1 in the intermediate stage here. So it automatically the active part that I can modify just only this one. Maybe I will uncheck this so it will not make confused. The main goal is to create the final product like this from blank sheet metal in here. Okay, I go to unbend. I select this like this, but I prefer not to go bend 90 degree because maybe the component, maybe the part is too thick. So I will go like this one, for example, using V-bend. So it means that the final product will be like this, and then before that I using V-bend. So how to create a V-bend? First we have to split this bend using what is called pre-bend. So in here I will reset pre-bend. I using number of bend 2, the angle 45. It means I split this 90 degree bends become 2 sections. I click apply. You see? Here also. Okay. In here also. Now you can see I working in the final one product. Okay. Now the graphic actually is not too good, so I will go to view, facet setting, using ultrafine, and then generate facets, and click OK. Here, the final one. Now I go back again to Progressive Die Wizard. By using bend operation, go to unbend, and then I click this. You see, it become a V bend. Click apply. Now, when I modified this part, the other part is in here also modified, so it link. I mean, if I modify the final one, the final two until final line, it also will be modified. Okay, now I go to final two. In here, I'm gonna make it flat like this. So I will go to unbend, select bend, and then I select this. So it means in here you can see that from flat I create V bend, and then I create S bend, I mean Z bend, 90 degrees bend. So that's the process between pause here, and here. Now, in this pause, we have final three. Okay, in here we have a final three. Now in here I want to modify. I want to delete this feature. This is the forming feature. Here to here. Okay. In here, so it means that in this process I create this forming feature. So I will using final tree, and I will go to home. I'm gonna use synchronous technology to delete this. Maybe I can use both of pocket face. Okay, and also do the same. Goodbye. So you can see. So it means that in here there are no feature like this. In this process, in this pause, I mean, it will create this feature, and in this pause we create V band and the other the Z band. So after I delete, I will go into this final 4 to delete all these holes. So it means that in this, when I delete hole in here, it means the process in here will be like a special piercing. So I will create, I will delete face, single face. Okay, click. Okay, after finishing delete the special piercing hole, I will go to this stage to delete this forming a feature. So it means that in here still blank, and in here the forming feature will be happen. Okay, I will create delete face, both of pocket face. Why? Now you see in here no feature, and this pause will be create a forming feature like this. Okay, so in here I will go to final 6. In final 6 I will create a flat sheet metal, so it means like this feature not yet available in here, so it will be processed in here. You can see from here, this is what I mean. I will create flat feature first, and then I will create forming feature in this pose. In here you can see it's already active. Maybe I will go to modeling environment. I'm going to make display path, so this just only this path displayed. Go to progressive die, and we have in here what is called analyze from ability. Okay. I will using intermediate unform. So intermediate unform is just only a small part, some kind of part from this whole geometry that I want to make unbend. The object type is face. Unform region, the region I want to unform. So this is the region I want to unform. The target region, the target will be flat, same like this. You can see, same like this, from this to this. Okay, and then you can see in here it automatically create a constraint for this. Okay, the material using a common steel material, the thickness automatically check that the thickness is 1.5 millimeters. Okay, how about the element size? I can use the recommended value, like the NX said, the recommended value is 4 millimeters. So if you not yet know how small the element size should be, the NX automatically suggests the good value, so the calculation will not too long, but accuracy is quite okay. So in here the NX said that 4 millimeters enough, but maybe I want to make 2 millimeters. So I create mesh. And I check, and I click calculate. So you see in here, NX automatically create the result of the calculation. You can see the flat shape slightly bigger than the after the forming shape. So this is accurate. Very accurate, I think, because I already make comparison to other CIA software for special for stamping, and the result in here is very accurate. An expert analyze from ability create this region of curve. So it means what I need to do now is to fill in the surface, and then I will extrude trim body. I will remove this section, and the solid extrude from here I will unite with this part. So as you can see, the result will be like this. Okay, I will go using fill surface, the tolerance. Okay, I select curve, I go back, I will extrude. I using region boundary curves, select curve, reverse the direction, 1.5 millimeters the thickness. So boolean subtraction not yet. Okay, the tolerance. Okay, so now I have this part, this solid and solid. The next thing I should do is to use it trim body. Use trim body to remove the forming section. Maybe I will hide this also. I I will hide, create extrude using maybe single curve. Okay, trim body, still using same tolerance, 001, the target, tool option. Now we have, this is the result. You see in here the result, preview. Okay, now I show again. This one I will hide first. Now it's time to unite this one. Okay, you can see unite, and then I go back to place. You can see in here all parts in here are linked with this part, so it means when I click with the change, it also change. I will hide the surface, the curves also. Now, so it means that the logical understanding is from this part is still blank, and then I create this forming shape. Now I go to final 7. The final 7 is to remove all the holes, so it means that in here it will create special piercing like this, meanwhile in here still blank. I click home, delete face. I using tangent face. I delete all these holes. Done. Now I go to final 8. The final 8 is I want to remove this forming shape, so it means that in here still blank. In here we using forming tools to create this shape. Use face and Boston Pocket face. Okay, now you can see, I will explain a little bit. So in here we still have blank already cut in this form. In this stage we create a forming. In this stage we create a piercing hole in here. In this stage we create this forming. In this stage we create this forming. In this stage we create special piercing inside this circle. In this stage we create this shape, this forming shape. In this stage I will use V-bend to bend this one, also this one. And then in this stage I will use Z-bend to bend this one. And this is the final product. So it means that the stage is complete. Now I still have one more, the final 9. I will remove the final 9. Please remember that when you using progressive die, the best way to remove this, not by click or delete, but using this one. So we just reduce 1 from 10 to 9, so it will automatically remove the final 9. You see in here. Okay, so this is the early stage using progressive die. So it means that every time you want to make a progressive die a design, the first thing you should do is to create this kind of simulation. the stage from blank to finish, and we will use all this part, especially to create the blank project, to create a scrap design, using also how to define the blank generator and so on. Okay, that's it. This is the first stage. Please watch my next video, the second step after I make this simulation. Thank you.